Yo, hold up. Offset just got shot outside a casino in Florida, and I need you to lock in because the story you think you are about to hear is not the story that actually happened. Yes, the shooting is real. Yes, he is in the hospital. Yes, 2 people got detained at the scene. But within minutes of that news hitting the timeline, the whole internet stopped asking who pulled the trigger and started asking one question instead. What is Cardi B going to say? Not the police, not the witnesses, not even Lil TJ, whose name was already getting dragged into this thing from a totally different direction. Cardi, the mother of his kids, the ex that is not really an ex. And the wildest part is what her so-called reaction actually turned out to be. Stay with me because this one is layered. Alright, let me set the table real quick because if you do not understand why Cardi's name got pulled into this so fast, none of the rest of it makes sense. Cardi B and Offset are not just 2 famous people who used to date. They are one of the most watched, most documented, most argued about couples in the entire history of modern hip-hop. They got married in secret. They broke up in public. They got back together in public. They split again in public. They have 3 kids together. Every chapter of their relationship has played out on Instagram lives, on red carpets, in courtroom filings, in interviews, and comment sections at 3 in the morning. So the second something serious happens to Offset, Cardi is automatically part of the story, whether she wants to be or not. That is just the gravity of who they are together. She does not have to say a word. Her name is already in the headline before she even picks up her phone. And on Monday night, that is exactly what happened. Okay, here's what we actually know about the shooting itself because I want to keep the facts and the noise in 2 separate boxes. Monday evening around 7 o'clock local time, gunfire went off in the valet area outside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Offset was there. Offset got hit. His spokesperson came out shortly after and confirmed he was receiving medical care and was in stable condition. The police followed up and said the injuries were not life-threatening. They said 2 people had been detained at the scene. They said the area was secure and there was no ongoing threat to the public. That is the floor of this story. That is the part that is actually nailed down. Now here is what is not nailed down. The motive. Not publicly confirmed. The shooter's identity, not publicly named. Whether the people in custody are even being charged in connection with the shooting, still being worked out. And, most importantly for this video, no verified statement from Cardi B. None. 0. Not a tweet, not a post, not a quote. Hold on to that last part because it matters more than you think. Now here is where it gets crazy because the second this story dropped, the internet did its thing. It did not wait. Within an hour, half the timeline had moved past the actual shooting and was already deep in Cardi B speculation. People were asking if she had posted yet. People were asking if she was at the hospital. People were asking if she even cared. Some accounts started reposting old Cardi clips and framing them like fresh reactions. Others were taking screenshots of her last unrelated post and treating it like a coded message. A few went straight to the prayer hands route, posting like she had said something heartfelt when she had not said anything at all. And this is the part that gets me. Nobody was waiting on her. They were building her reaction for her in real time because the internet does not just consume celebrity news anymore. It improvises around it. The second a vacuum opens up, somebody fills it. And in this case, the vacuum was Cardi's silence, and the filler was whatever the algorithm decided would get the most engagement. So let me hit you with the part that almost nobody is being honest about, because this is the detail that flips the whole conversation. The headlines floating around right now are saying Cardi B reacts, Cardi B speaks out, Cardi responds to Offset shooting. And when you read those words, what do you picture? You picture a post, you picture a tweet, you picture a statement from her camp, something direct, something with her name attached, something you can actually quote. But based on the reporting that is actually out there, that did not happen. Entertainment Weekly literally said in their write-up that they had reached out to a representative for Cardi B for comment. Reached out, as in they were still waiting. The Associated Press coverage focused on Offset's spokesperson and the police, not on anything from Cardi. So when you see a headline that says she reacted, what that headline is really telling you is that somebody, somewhere, is filling in a blank that has not been filled in yet. Reacting and waiting for comment are not the same thing. They have never been the same thing. But the way modern celebrity coverage works, that line gets blurred constantly. And by the time the average person scrolls past the post, they think there is a quote that does not actually exist. And it is not even always the big outlets doing it. A lot of the time, it is the repost accounts, the screenshot pages, the fan accounts with 300,000 followers and no editor. They see a headline that says reached out for comment, they shorten it to reacts, they slap a dramatic thumbnail on it, and off it goes. By the time it has bounced around the timeline a few hundred times, the original wording is long gone, and what is left is a sentence that sounds like a fact, but is really just a guess wearing a suit. And listen, I want to be careful here, because Cardi's silence is its own thing, and it deserves more than the cheap takes I've been seeing. Think about what the situation actually is for her. The father of her 3 children just got shot at a casino. 3 kids. Whatever the state of her relationship with Offset is right now, whatever drama, whatever distance, whatever paperwork, those kids are still in the middle of it. So whatever she says or does not say in the next 48 hours is not just celebrity content. It is family stuff. It is crisis stuff. It is parenting stuff. A statement from her would never just be a statement. It would be picked apart word by word, every comma analyzed, every emoji weighed, every silence between sentences turned into a think piece. People would screenshot it, stitch it, react to it, duet it, and have full debate threads going within 10 minutes of it going live. That is the world she is operating in, and she knows it better than anybody. So if she is choosing to stay quiet right now, there are about 100 reasons that could be, and most of them have nothing to do with whatever the timeline is projecting onto her. Maybe she is processing. Maybe she is on the phone with hospital staff. Maybe she is trying to figure out how to talk to her kids about what happened. Maybe her team told her to wait until the facts settle. Maybe she is just being a parent first and a public figure second, which is honestly the move. We do not know. And the honest move is to admit we do not know instead of pretending the silence itself is some kind of confession. And then, of course, sitting on the edge of all of this is the Lil TJ angle, which is its own can of worms. Because while half the internet was busy writing Cardi's reaction for her, the other half was busy deciding that Lil TJ was somehow involved in the shooting itself. That rumor came from the old 2025 beef between Offset and TJ, the one with the casino debt drama and the live stream challenge. People saw a casino, saw Offset, remembered the beef, and just connected the dots in their head. No evidence, no police statement, just vibes and a memory of an old argument. TJ's lawyer, Don Florio, has already come out and shut that story down, saying he was not shot and was not charged in connection with anything, but that did not stop the post. The correction barely made a dent. The original rumor is still out there racking up views like nothing happened. So now you have 2 completely manufactured storylines running on top of one real event. One is a reaction from Cardi that has not happened. The other is a suspect in TJ that the police never named. And both of them are getting more views than the actual reporting. Let that sink in for a second. The made-up version of the story is outperforming the true one in real time, while the man at the center of it is still in a hospital bed. So let me bring this in for a landing. Offset really got shot Monday night outside the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. He is reportedly stable, the police are still investigating, 2 people are detained. Those are the facts. Cardi B has not, as of the reporting I have seen, put out a verified public reaction. Her camp has been asked, the answer has not come. And honestly, that is okay. People are allowed to take a breath before they perform their feelings for the timeline. Not everybody owes the internet a caption within the hour. The real story sitting in the middle of all this is not what Cardi said. It is the fact that the internet was so desperate for her to say something that it started writing her lines for her. So let me ask you straight up. When something serious like this happens, do you think a celebrity's silence should be respected, or does being famous make it fair game the second the story drops? Drop your honest answer in the comments, smash that like button if this gave you a different angle on it, and I will catch you in the next one.